Week 1 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Vikings and the Bears on Monday night.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. In motion right, one of the tight ends. To throw, it's Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves.
Here's Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. McCarthy off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Throwing is McCarthy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. To throw, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Williams.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Working the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw is Williams. That pass complete to Moore.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Up the middle, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
An inside give to Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 6. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd down and 6 now.
On the delay, Jones. And he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 10.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Williams. Keeps himself upright. Forced out to his left. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes. But the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw, it's Williams. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On play action, here's Williams. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal. A 49-yard pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Tyreek Hill, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Bo Nix, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
In motion, the tight end.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, a run for Johnson.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Williams.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Moore, the motion man right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense had Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
Running right, Jones. Breaks a tackle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now McCarthy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He gets it to Addison.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second and 6.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
To throw, Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The busy night continues for Johnson.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Johnson running left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll go down at the 28. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here now, 3rd and a yard. To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Johnson on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. They juked him. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
McCarthy going to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
To the air with McCarthy.
And his throw here is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing again, McCarthy.
And he fends him off. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
87 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This is out quickly to the right, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct? Correct. So my assessment is that if anyone's
It's still pitching a shutout.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And that is is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Jones. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw.
McCarthy.
This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
This likely a must-have, third and goal.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Fighting through pressure. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To the air again, McCarthy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Bears, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.